Okay, this is a Sony Vaio notebook computer, model PCG7163L. Its product number VPC-CB15FD. This happens to be a Canadian model. This computer has a problem with the LCD panel, this dark area in the top left-hand corner, and the dark splotches and the vertical lines all indicate the panel has gone bad, so it has to be replaced. So to do the replacement, we just need a few simple tools. Over here we have a Phillips screwdriver with a small tip, and a spudger tool, which is good for poking and prying. We also have a couple of containers to hold the screws that we're going to be removing from the computer so they don't get lost on us. Okay, well, the first step is to shut the computer down and remove the battery, so we're going to do that right now. Okay, the battery's been removed and the AC power is disconnected, so the next step is to remove the bezel from the panel. To start that, we have to remove the little black rubber covers from in front of the 4 screw holes on the panel. To do that, we just use the little spudger tool and pop them off. We only have 3 on this computer, one was missing. So with the little black caps off, we use our Phillips screwdriver and remove the 4 screws. It helps to have a magnetized screwdriver so your screws don't fall on the floor. Okay, with the 4 screws removed, we take our spudger tool, insert it between the bezel and the LCD panel, and just gently pry it away. There may be some adhesive behind the black bezel, which might make it a little more difficult to remove, but just pry it gently, it'll come off. Okay, once we have it removed, or released on all 4 sides, it'll just pivot there. It can't be removed completely because the base is interfering with it. So the next step is to remove the screws from both sides of the computer from these vertical supports. There are 3 of these on each side. Okay, so all of our screws are out. The bezel is free, the supports are free. The next step is to unplug the LCD panel from the LCD panel cable. It's a little tricky to get in here, but the connector is right near the bottom on the right hand side. It'll be adhered to the back of the panel with a piece of tape which has to be pulled off, and the connector slides down and away. Okay, it's free. And now the panel just lifts out. Put that aside. Here's another view of the connector. Okay, now we're ready to put our new panel into place. This is the new one. It has a plastic protector on the front of it that has to be removed. There's our connector at the bottom, near the back. So we slide it into place. And very carefully reconnect the LCD display cable. It slides up and into the connector. There. It'll make a little click sound when it's engaged. Now before we redo any screws, reinsert any screws, we're going to test the panel to make sure it's working. So we'll power the computer on. Just use the AC power for this. So now it's just a matter of replacing all the screws and closing the bezel back up. Once the side support screws have been replaced, then it's just a matter of snapping the bezel back down all the way around. And replace the 4 screws that hold the bezel in place. After that, the little rubber caps go back over the screws. And we're done.